Hi everybody, welcome to this special Non-Farm Friday live stream. Just me and myself and Steve at the moment, waiting for Ian to join us shortly. So we've done this the last couple of times, just basically live streaming what's going on over the non-farm number. We will read it out live and watch the fallout of the markets in the minutes afterwards. So on the charts on the screen at the minute, we've got dollar index top left, then we've got gold top right, euro dollar on the bottom left, and the Dow Jones on the bottom right. So the black horizontal line is 1:30, so that's when the news release is due out, and then obviously we can see how the markets react to the non-farm announcement once it comes out. So in terms of expectations and what happened previously, the previous number was 20.5 million jobs lost. The expected number for this month is, for the month of May is 7.75 million, and I think that varies a little bit from provider to provider. This data I got today is from Forex Factory. Steve, what are your expectations from this?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny when you sort of reading out the numbers, you didn't say negative.
Sorry, negative.
Yeah, so it does sound like non-farm payroll, special stream, non-farm payroll, 20 million jobs expected. So yeah, that would be great.
Expected to have been lost.
Yeah, so it's I mean, I've got Live Squawk is showing as 500,000. 5 million losses.
Hey,
you're right, mate. Yeah, so unemployment rate expected as 15% on Live Squawk.
So they're talking about 8 million jobs lost as well. So, but 2.5 difference. Just what's a 250,000 between?
No, I think that. Oh, are they?
Well, I've got Forex Factory had 7.75, and Live Squawk have got 8 million expected to have been lost.
Oh, I've got 5 million on my on the calendar.
Changing non-farms. Yeah.
Investing.com are at 8 million and FX Street at 9 million. So.
Oh, okay. So it's all over the place. So as we go into this, I've got 1 minute charts up on the screen here. The vertical line is, as I said, the 1:30 time, which is when the announcement is due out. Leading up to that, dollar index is still looking fairly weak. It's had a little bit of a bounce off of the lows that we saw around about 1 o'clock. Gold has been quite volatile in the last few minutes or so, picking up a bit of steam now ahead of the number. Dow Jones has come off of its highs, but overall still looking pretty robust. So too is euro dollar. So we shall see. I mean, it's going to be a bad number, obviously, whichever way you look at it, but I don't know what to expect, really. I mean, yeah. I guess we're looking, based on the range that we've got there, anything worse than 9 million would be a surprise to the downside. Anything less than 7.75 million would be better.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
Otherwise, it's just in line. So let's see. I'll update it on the screen when it comes.
One of my horror moments trading non-farm payroll, I think I might have mentioned it before on Talking Bull, is when it came out early.
Right.
When we were sitting in a room full of traders with our order books loaded up, and it came out. I think Barclays or something got it 2 minutes before.
Really?
And they and the market shut down. It basically went to zero. So I was long, I think, something like 300 Bund at wherever the price was trading, and it was printing zero. Oh no, that I was long some bobble as well, and the bobble was printing zero on the actual ticker. I was like something like 3.5 million offside. with 25 grand in my account.
That'd have been a tough conversation when you got home, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean,
no margin calls then.
Yeah, I mean, it was just it shut down to zero. It shouldn't have been at zero. Obviously, the bund and the bobble still had value, but it was just a computer crash basically. Right. Okay. When it did open up, it did didn't lose as much as I initially anticipated, so it was all right. Here we go. I think we're close, aren't we? Shall I shout out? I'll shout out the live squawk number when they shout it in my ears.
Yes, please do.
10 seconds.
Just a reminder, anything above minus 9 million would be worse than expected. Anything below 7.75 million would be better than expected.
2.5 million.
Bloody hell, really?
Yeah.
That's much better than expected.
Yeah, 2.5 million.
Unemployment rate's amazing, actually. 13.3. They're expecting it to rally to 19.8.
Wow. Okay, so obviously off to the races for the Dow Jones on the back of that. So minus 2.5 million, did you say?
Yeah, that was the first number he shouted in my ear.
Okay.
Yeah, 2509 it is.
2509. Okay, so we're all fixed.
Not going far, is it? Not yet, anyway. Euro dollar moving to the downside.
Yeah, so initial reaction, dollar index pushing up. We've got Dow Jones off the chart now. Just going, look at it go. This is obviously a 1 minute chart. Gold, let's get that out of the way now.
Gold has reacted lower. So you've done all right in that, Joe. Were you short of gold?
Yeah, we got short of gold on our intraday analysis. Let's have a look.
Nice.
Not quite a target.
More importantly, what's our
far off?
What's our talking bull trades done this morning? I can't even remember what.
I went short of euro CAD, so euro dollar's getting a pound in. So anything euro related, I imagine, is following.
Although this Canadian dollar had their figures out as well at the same time. So
okay.
And I ran away. I did euro sterling.
So I must have been absolutely smashed on FTSE then.
Euro sterling is looking all right.
No, FTSE hasn't done anything. No.
Brilliant.
So I'm still on side in FTSE.
Okay, so dollar's bid and Dow Jones' bid, so bit of a. So dollar index would normally push up as a safe haven, but obviously gold's been sold off and Dow Jones has gone higher, so. Mixed.
Yeah.
All about the dollar.
All about the dollar.
It's a great opportunity to fade this, isn't it?
Getting higher now.
Not yet.
No, I'm not talking about the dollar, I'm talking about the equities.
That could be a bit of a blow off top there, couldn't it? Let's have a look at that on the daily. Now the Dow Jones.
I mean, look at it, it's mental.
That's powerful, isn't it? How does that
look
on?
So in a short while, we've got right trade ideas for these US bad boys.
That's what you're going to do.
What are you going to do? Toss a coin again?
Again?
Well, Nasdaq hasn't reacted as much, obviously, but the Dow has just gone for it.
That's not open, is it? Nasdaq.
Don't know.
What's the code you use?
For what?
Nasdaq.
NAS 100 USD.
That's not really gone as much as the Dow Jones. More sort of industrial related rather than tech.
Yeah. I think the techs are sort of like struggling. You can see if you got. Can I share my chart?
Yeah, please do. There you go.
I mean, this is the Nasdaq. This is what I'm looking at, and after sort of quite a positive figure from an economic perspective, no real reaction there. So you can see that sort of like the thing about all this is the volumes are falling as we're rallying. You can see the volumes up here generally going lower, and you tend to find when prices is moving up and volumes are going lower, just like back here, you have that very, very sharp correction.
Yeah, divergence.
Yeah, you sort of 97.45 doesn't look really achievable at the moment based on that. So I think what we do, like normally, you sort of like the 230 open, you'll get an overreaction in Nasdaq. It seems to happen quite a lot, where you get a load of pent-up orders built up just before the open. They flood the market with whatever the sentiment is from overnight, and then they have that correction back. So for me,
I often say the first move is the wrong move when it comes to non-farm payroll. So maybe we could get flushing out a load of stop losses here before it has a dip down. Maybe.
I mean, from a Dow perspective, I wouldn't move away from the looking to buy dips, but I think Nasdaq, it provides that. If you sort of like you do feel this is a bit toppy like I do, it provides a short opportunity. S&P's is still sort of like Don't know. What do you think of S&P, Z?
Okay. I'm looking at all sorts at the moment. I think it's dip buying still.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't see any fundamental or technical reason to change it really.
Yeah, no, agree.
I mean, we've got a previous swing high going back all the way from that sort of March corrective rally that's located at 3138, but we've surpassed that, and I can't see any reason for it to slow down.
Okay, so let's round it up then. That's 10 minutes of chat over the non-farms. Let's just have a quick look at, again, this is the 1 minute chart. So where the key reaction has been from the Dow Jones, so more appetite for risk, it would seem, off the back of that number, which was much better than expected. It came in at minus 2.5 million versus an expected range of around about 7.75 million to 9 million. Gold is selling off as well, so people ditching that in favour of stocks, it would seem. Dollar index has had a bit of a boost, and euro dollar has sold off a touch as a result of that. So more of the same by the looks of things. More a recovery, it would seem, in markets, and people continuing to back that. Anything further to add before we wrap it up?
No, I'm all good with that.
Lovely. Okay, hopefully that was enjoyable, and we'll be back with you on Monday morning.
Excellent.
Indeed.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.